Whitney Cummings is out on tour. The tour is called Touch Me Tour. Well, then, tell us about the Touch Me Tour.
You know, during the pandemic, I was just so deprived of touch. I couldn't hug my own family members. We were all going through that. And, I don't let my boyfriend touch me because gross. But I just found myself just craving, before the pandemic, I didn't want to touch anyone ever as a comedian. I've spent most of my life in filthy comedy clubs trying to avoid those a little too long hugs from comedians and producers.
Yes.
And then, you know them well, Allie. You know them well. And so I found myself in this situation where I just was craving human touch. And when I went back on the road a couple months ago after I was vaccinated, I found myself like running into the audience, jumping on people's laps, hugging them. And there was just something so, great about smelling that Axe body spray again. Getting back in there, smelling the Jercar Noir of the Howard Stern fans that show up.
And nobody's sued you? There's been no repercussions from you grabbing fans and throwing them down on the grass?
I have someone that handles those settlements.
Yes, good for you.
I have a person for that.
Sure.
And mutual. I have a lot of women coming up to me and they're like, can my husband, hug you? You're my husband's hall pass.
Oh, wow.
How horrible of a wife are you that I'm the one that you're allowing him to have the hall pass with? A woman that yells about men for 2 hours on stage.
Well, also, that's kind of a sure thing if you're the hall pass, right?
I mean, look, I know.
They're just lined up, right?
Yeah,
that hall is full.
Easy peasy.
And so I just really wanted to get out there. I want to do meet and greets again, really show that there's a way to do this safely. There's a way that we can connect again. A lot of the material is a little more emotional than I normally perform with. I just recently started developing an emotional bandwidth after, the pandemic. I think comedians started looking at ourselves and going, okay, maybe we're not just going to make jokes. Maybe we're also going to try to touch people emotionally sort of as well. So it's, I hope, a touching hour, both physically, mentally, emotionally, all of the above. But I'm going to keep my droplets to myself up there on stage if possible. But we're going to try to sort of make it work.